Hey, welcome back to another walkthrough. For this walkthrough, we're looking at 7G loan staff revenue. Let's begin. First, let's download our materials. Remember, do not download all files. Download each individual file. And go ahead and open up your Excel file and hit Enable Editing. Alright, to start off for step number 2, we want to display the second worksheet, warehouse payment table. And we want to create a data table that's going to give us a number of payments and how much those payments are at a different interest rate. To insert our PMT function, let's go ahead and click on cell B8. And let's go up to our FX button and let's search for the PMT function and hit go. And here it is, very first one, PMT, hit OK. So first we need to put in the rate, which is going to be B4, but we need to divide that. So make sure you use the / the divide key by 12 in order to make it a monthly interest rate. The number of payments is going to be B3, 120. So click on B3. And then the present value of our loan is going to be in B2. But in B2, we need to put the minus sign in front of the B2 to make it a positive number. Once you have those in, hit OK. And we should get a number a little over $10,000. So now we want to look at different scenarios to find the best interest rate for the amount of time that we are looking to make payments for. We're looking for a specific payment. So to do this, we're going to highlight all the way down from B8 to H17. We're going to go to the Data tab. Under the Data tab, we're going to do a What If analysis under Forecast. And we're going to do a data table. Our input cell row is going to be B3. Our column input row is going to be B4. And go ahead and hit OK. And notice what that does is it fills in all of our scenarios, all of our numbers here. Let's go ahead and change some of these formatting. So we're going to highlight C9 all the way down to H16. We want to do the currency cell style under styles. So we're going to go to the Home tab. Under our styles grouping here, we're going to click the down arrow with the line above it, and we are going to select currency. Now that we've got a better look, we want to select the payment that is closest to $10,000 a month, but does not go over. So it looks like we want 120 payments at a 4% interest rate. Let's go ahead and make this a note cell style. So D16, we're going to make a note cell style. We're going to come up here to our styles and note, because that is what we are looking for. That's the payment that we want. Let's go ahead and click on cell A1 to deselect everything and save our work. So now we want to go to the fourth worksheet, which is job information. We want to select range A4 to C11. And we want to sort by job code. So I'm going to come up here to my Home tab under Sort and Filter. And I'm going to do a custom sort. And I want to sort by job code from A to Z and hit OK. So to create a named range, we're going to highlight A5 down to A11. And right here under A5, our name box, let's go ahead and click in there. Let's type in capital J-O-B. Make sure you put the underscore and type in capital C and then regular O-D-E. So job code, job underscore code, and hit enter to make that name stick. So now that we've created our named range, let's go ahead and select cell A1. And let's move to the staffing plan worksheet. So now we are going to use the VLOOKUP function to create a table that we can look up values. To do that, first thing we're going to do is do some data validation. So let's click in cell A9. Let's go to our Data tab. Under Data tab, we're going to go to Data Validation under Data Tools and click on Data Validation. We want to make a list, and we're going to do equals, and we're going to type in job, capital J-O, or capital J, lowercase o-b, underscore code. Okay, make sure you capitalize the C. And hit OK. And let's copy that formula down. So let's hover over that dot in the right-hand corner of our cell, get that black cross, click hold, and let's drag it all the way down to A18. So now it wants us to select M-MG. So we're going to select M-MG. Let's click on description right here on B9, and we're going to insert our VLOOKUP function. So we're going to click on the FX button up here. Let's type in VLOOKUP, hit enter. There it is, there's our VLOOKUP, hit OK. So our lookup value is going to be A9 because we want to look up that value. Our table array, we want to be very careful. We want to make sure you click on table array. We're going to click on the job information worksheet. We're going to highlight A4 all the way down to C11. We want to make this an absolute cell reference, so hit your F4 key up at the top of your keyboard. If you have a Mac, use the Command T, or you can go ahead and just type in the $ before and after the A and the $ before and after the C. We are looking for description, so for our column index, we want to do the second column, so we want to do column index of 2. So let's click on column index and hit 2, and hit OK. So it looked up that this code is a manager. Let's go ahead and put in our number of positions, which is going to be 1. Our type is going to be management. And for salary, we're going to do another VLOOKUP. So let's go ahead and click on the FX button again. VLOOKUP, hit OK. Same value, we're going to look up A9. For our table array, we're going to go back to our job information. We're going to highlight A4 to C11. Remember again to hit that F4 key to make it an absolute cell reference, or Command T for Macs, or once again put the $ before and after the A and C. And this time we're looking up salary, so that is the third column. So we are going to put, for the column index, 3, and hit OK. And it should bring over what the salary is. We need to copy those VLOOKUP functions down. So right here on the dot in the bottom right hand corner of E9, get that black cross, click hold, drag it down to E18. And let's do the same thing for description. Click on B9, hover over that dot, click, hold, and drag it down to B18, let go. And now we've set up our sheet, we can start putting in the rest of our information. So in cell A10, let's click the down arrow. Let's select C cache. Number of positions is going to be 3. It is a cashier position. Landscape, and I changed the wrong sheet to 95%. Oh well, I'm happy with a 99.5%. If you made the same mistake and you want to get 100, feel free to go back and fix it. But that concludes this walkthrough. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. And like always, have a wonderful day.